Hello everybody, my name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Welcome to my live, my crafting live today. As demonstrator, I am able to post these out to ladies or gentlemen in Australia that don't have demonstrators. So if you'd like a copy of either of these or both of these catalogues, I will have all the details on my end of this video to let you know about so I can grab your address and send these out to you. So, but anyway, this is going to be a quick video today. I've had a bit of a bad couple of days, but I thought, well, I'm not going to let my pain stop me, so I'll get started. So, like I said, if you'd like a catalogue and you haven't got a demonstrator and you live in Australia, I'd be happy to post these out to you, but I'll have all the links at the end of this video. So, okie dokie. Hopefully you can see. I'll just have a look, see if I can find myself. So, I think that's me there. Hopefully you can see. It hasn't gone. Oh, so, hi Wendy, how are you? Hi Lisa, thanks for joining me. So, I'm going to play around with the Snowman season today. So, it's this bundle here. I actually love snowmen, or snowmen. So, I'm going to use this. And I'm going to make a quick little card. Oh, something was hot. I'm going to make this little card here, so hopefully it doesn't jump up and down. Oh. So yeah, so I'm going to make this card here, and I don't know if you can see, it has like a bit of the puffed paint. So, and it's got the, what are they called? It's got the ice glitter as well. So, but yeah, so I'm going to make that one today. So hopefully you can see if I pop it up that way. But anyway, I've made this one in Rococo Rose. So Christmas cards don't have to be like the green and red and blues or golds. You can have pink. So I've made a girly one, so I'm actually going to make one in sea spray, seaside spray. So I've already, so I'll pop that aside up there. So I've already cut my bits and pieces. I was going to show you how to do all this today, but I woke up this morning, like I said, in a lot of pain, and you could probably hear it in my voice, so I'm going to still chug along. I'm going to have all the measurements on my my blog, so I'll pop this on my blog after I've finished. But if you want to know quick, this card is 5.5 by 8, and I've just scored it on the 8 side long, 4, and to make it that way. So, and I also used, I've already done a few bits ahead of time, but I've just got a piece of, I think it was 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I've just run it through my Big Shot using one of the circled stitch framelit. So all I've done is pop that onto where I wanted it, and then I run it through my Big Shot, and it got like the circle. But don't throw this part away, because you'll use it on the inside like I have done here. So pop that aside, and then I run it through my Woodland Textures embossing folder. So you need to cut the shape out first before you run it through the embossing folder, because if you run it through the embossing folder first and then you run it through. It's going to flatten all your raised trees and stuff. But I'm going to pop that aside, and then I've got another piece here. So then I'm going to stamp my image on. So I'm going to use, lost my stamp. So hi Chrissy, how are you? So and anybody else, you can see the glitter. Yeah, it's very hard to show, but when I do take my photo, you'll see it a lot better. I don't know what I've got on there. So I'm going to use this snowman here. So I just like him, he's cute. So I'm going to do my stamping. I've got a spare piece of Whisper White. So like I said, I'm using the Seaside spray. So I'll pop him aside as well. So I'm going to grab my memento, and I'm just going to ink my snowman up. And then I'm just going to pop him down. I just want to pop him in the middle of there. So it doesn't really matter, as long as he's in the middle. And I'm lucky that's going to be covered up. So I'll just let him sit there and dry for a minute. And then I'm going to grab I've lost my stamp, my Merry Christmas. This one here, I've used the one out of the another stand. I think it's called the plaided one, but I'm going to use the whole lot out of this set this time. But I'm going to use the memento ink instead of the colour. I just want a bit more like black. So all I'm going to do is pop that down there, so it gives me enough room to and I think that's all I needed to do. Oh, hang on. And on this piece here, I need to do Let It Snow for the inside. So I'm just going to pop him into the middle. And then I'm just going to pop these little snowflakes. I'm just going to pop 2 down the bottom. And I'm going to turn him around and stick another one up the top. So that's all I need to do there. So I'll set him aside, and I'll cut this one out. So I'm going to cut this out with one of the rectangle dies. So he's going to be quite a tight fit, but I quite like it like that anyway. So I'll just run him through the big shot. Have any of you been crafting today? I know I haven't done any for a while. I've actually gone back to work, and I'm doing a lot more rooms at work now. So, oh, there goes my heat. There's always something that falls around in here. Okay, so there you go. I've done that. So I'll pop that, and all I used was that rectangle. So I'll pop him over there. Actually, it is a pretty embossing folder, Wendy. I seem to use that one a lot, so, but yeah, it's quite good. So I'll pop him aside with the other one. So now we'll get back to our little fella here. So I think I'll push the table up there. So in my other one, I used Flirty Flamingo. I used the dark and the light, but in this one I'm going to use, I think it's Balmy Blue on my little fella, and I'm going to also use Crumb Cake for the bottom down here. So, but I'm going to use the light one first. So I'm just using the tip, and I'm going to colour in his hat. And then I'm just going to go each little section of, so I'm just sort of doing a random different one. So, and this doesn't take that long to do. And I did do his little buttons too. So that's all I've done in the light. And then the dark balmy blue, wrong side. I'm just going to go back and go down in the center. It sort of gives it a bit more of a, and I'm not even going to blend or anything today. I'm just doing straight up out colour. So, and it's very quick. So, and that's all you do there. And then I did use my dark pumpkin pie. Oh no, that was the wrong one. The next one up. So I used my pumpkin pie for his nose. So, and that's all I done there. You've been making Father's Day cards? See, I haven't, neither me nor my husband have got fathers anymore. They both passed away. So, and my grandfathers have passed away too. So I don't have anybody to, unless I make one for my husband. So maybe I could, but I've got to make a card for my son, which it's his birthday on Saturday. So alrighty, so I'm going to grab my, and I use the brush side, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down under here with the crumb cake, and I'm going to colour in those little rocks. So just go down a little bit so you can see it when, and that's all I did there with that. So I'll pop those aside. So that's all I done. And then, hi Roz, how are you? Thanks for joining me. So then I got my, so all I do is I grab that to make sure that, and it doesn't matter as long as you line him up. So all I done was I popped a bit of glue, find my glue. I popped a little bit of glue on the outside, oh, a little bit, on the outside of the actual card itself. And that's all I done. And then I popped that, like I said, this is a really quick and easy, you can make a whole heap of these, and like I said, I'm making, and all I'm doing is popping it over, like lining this up, but I'm going to make all these in all of the, what do you call it, the in colours. So you get it to where you want it, and then you just press him down. So, and it's sort of, by not doing the inside, it's sort of like bringing it up a little bit anyway, and that's all you do. So this one I'm thinking about popping up on, actually no, I might do my other thing first, because I noticed when I done this one, when I was adding the puff paint, it actually was warping my card a bit when I used my heat gun. So I might do this bit first before I assemble it to my card. So the next bit I'm going to do is, I'll grab my little, I've got a little tray there, and last time I used one of these sponges to like, but I think I might just directly go with my my glue. So I might just pop a little bit where I want to have the glitter. So I might just have a little, so all I'm going to do is just rub a little bit. And I'm thinking about just having, I'm not going to have as much glitter this time as I did last time. Might just have a little bit go down the trees this time. It's a man, you can have it wherever you like. So, but I'm feeling that I don't want to have too much this time. Oh, and I did use my little sponge. All I done was put a little bit on the sponge because I wanted to do his little body. So, and all I done was worked around in there and just a little bit up there. I didn't do his face, so and I pop him up there. Oh, better not put him on my card. And then I popped him into a little tray, and I just sprinkled the glitter over. So, and I love these trays. So, and that's all I did. And then I just picked him up, and it sort of gives you a little bit of where you want it. So, and I quite like it this time. It's worked out a lot better than what I've done one or two before. So I've got a little paintbrush, because then sometimes you have a little bit. So all I've done is got the little paintbrush, and I just got rid of all the little bits that I didn't want, like hanging around there. So, but that's a man, you can do wherever you like, so it's totally up to you where you put it. But I made similar ones last year for a swap, doing the same like with the Snowman, and I done the same sort of thing last time with it. So that's all I done. I've probably got a little bit over here, but what I'll do when that's completely dry is I'll go and bring my rubber in, and I'll get rid of that little bit of ink. Not ink. So all I'm going to do is pop this in here so I don't lose it. Too dear to lose. So, okay. I'll pop that back on. I've got the... And then I'll grab my heat tool. It's down here on the floor already. So hopefully you can still see me. So I'll pop it down just a little bit more. And I'll bring him over here. One of my hairs that come out of my head. So the next thing is I got my puff paint. And like I said, I've got my... But... It's funny, I was doing this one, and because it was the first time I ever tried the puff paint, and you've got to be very careful that you only dry it very quickly, because I started burning little bits, and so I've actually added, a bit more in places I really didn't, but I thought it looked really effective. So, but you've got to be very careful and be really quick, because, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them in stages. So but be very careful. So I'm thinking about putting just a little bit along there. And I might pop a little bit up there to start off with. So hopefully my heat tool. This is not a Stampin' Up one. I had this one way before I joined Stampin' Up. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly heat it, and you'll see it start to puff up. As soon as it puffs up, go away with the thing, because or otherwise you'll burn it. So, and there you go. So thank you, Wendy. Yeah, it is a new glitter. It's called ice stamping glitter. So if you can see that. So it's really, really nice. But I learnt by I had to do this first before I done the rest. So so now I'll just pop a little bit more where I want it. Can't remember where I had that one. So I think I just put I put a little bit on this tree, and I'll do that one again. Sorry about the noise, but you can see how quickly it puffs up. That one's puffed up a little bit more, but that's okay. I wonder if you can flatten it down while it's, you can flatten it down while it's still, but I just want it to like look like snow, like dropping down on the trees. So I'm just going to pop a couple of more little bits along here, and then I'll do it all in one go. That's okay, Lisa. You can pop on and watch the rest of it on the replay. So all I'm doing is just going to heat that little bit up there, and it does work fairly quickly. So, and I'm actually in love with this at the moment, so I reckon I'll be doing a lot more with this. I'll burn my fingers. So, and there you go. I don't know if you can see what I've done with that, but it's quite cute. So I don't know if you can see it on the side on view. It's actually raised it up a little bit. So, but yeah. And I think that's all I'll put on that one. So, and then I'll grab my tag, and I might pop just a little bit like I did before, just a tiny little bit along there and along there, and that's all I need is for that. And then I'll just my heat. Thank you for the hearts. So hopefully I'll do this without burning my fingers. You can see how quickly. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. So you can probably see how I've just popped a little bit on there, and it looks like the snow's fallen. So, but alrighty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that up onto my. So I don't know whether I want to use because there's so much dimension. I might just use my glue. So just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back. So this is the hardest bit, trying to get it on, but once you've got it on though. But if you wanted to, you can do it like I did before, but yeah, just be very careful it doesn't warp your card. My first one it did. So just going to try to get that on straight. So I might have to hold him up to get him on to where I want him. Okay, that looks about good. So all I'm going to do now is just rub it around and makes it hard when it's you've got the glitter and that on, but that's what I mean. It's your preference. So I don't think that one's really that raised up, so or that warped, but I think, yeah, I just didn't. You could probably do the glitter part later on. So, but yeah. Anyway, so that's that part. And I'm going to pop this one up on, no, actually I'll glue that one down too. So it's got some. So all I'm going to do is pop the Merry Christmas up the top. So I'll pop him there, hopefully straight. Have a quick look. Yep. This one's a lot easier, but and then on the inside, I popped the Let It Snow. And I'll just put a bit of glue on that, and then on the inside, you just pop him down in the center. And like I said, That's a man. I never wasted that circle. I've just popped it in there, and because this card's still light, you can still write in it, and so there you go. Quick and easy, simple little card. What I had in mind to do before was yeah, something completely different, but it's even warped I was going to say the hairdryer. My heat guns actually warped my paper that's on the on my table, but anyway. So that's the card that I made with you today, and that's the card that I made earlier. So there you go. Two complete different like looks, colours. And if you wanted to, you could I put a little bit of the snow on here, but I didn't think it needed it on here. But this one I've actually stuck a lot more. I didn't colour this tree because I just wanted it all black. So, but there you go. Two completely, like, they're the same but different colours. And so you could give this to a male for Christmas. You can give this to a female for Christmas, or if a male liked it, you could give it to a male for Christmas. So it's completely up to you, but there you go. So that's okay. Glad that you enjoyed it. I just wanted to have a play with the glitter and the puff paint. Really add to it. It does. It sort of gives it that real, like, out in the snow. And I think the trees give it that bit more of like you're out in the bush, out in the yeah, wherever the snow is, up in the mountains. So, but yeah, but anyway, like I said before, if you haven't got a demonstrator and you live in Australia and you would like the catalogues, I'm happy to mail them out to you. I'll have all the details at the end of this video. What else did I have to show you? Oh gee, I've lost. It's been a little while since I've done a video. I'm totally forgot. But I'll have all the links to all my my blog and everything on the end of this video. So, but yeah. So, and if you liked anything you've seen today, this little set will be available for customers on the 4th of September. So, so that's what it's in this little catalogue here. I can't show the inside, but you can see the little snowmans there. But yeah, so this is available to customers on the 9th of September, which is not that far away. So yeah, so if you like anything, I'll be happy to take you on business, and just let me know and I'll send you in the right direction to purchase these for yourself. Alrighty then, thanks for joining me, and I'm sorry it's not a long video today, but yeah, hopefully next week I'll be back to show you what I really wanted to show you. So, but alrighty then, on that note, I will say bye, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.